Okay, so here we have a couple of the most common collars you'll find out in the field. We'll talk about this Laerdal version first. So in order to properly size this collar, we need to measure the patient from their chin line to their trap. So once we get the measurement, that's usually taken in finger lengths. So for example, if I had a patient whose distance between their chin and their trapezius was approximately 2 finger lengths, I would place my 2 fingers on the bottom of the rigid blue plastic, and then I would move this red dot into the correct location. So as you can see, this is the correct size. But let's say we had a patient who's 3 fingers from their chin line to their trap. We need to move this. So in order to do that, you have these 2 locking tabs that you need to push in from the opposite side. So we'll push those in. 1, 2. Flip it back over. Now we can adjust the length of the collar freely. So there's 4 settings. There's a tall setting. There's a regular setting. Oops. There's a regular setting, a short, and a no neck setting. So whatever the measurement is, make sure that the appropriate size is applied prior to the application of the collar. Also, very important, make sure that once the correct size is chosen, that you actually lock in both of the tabs. There are 4 locking mechanisms on this, 2 locking pins, 2 locking tabs. Also, this collar requires you to actually deploy the chin piece. So take this chin piece and just flip it forward. So this should be done prior to sizing the collar. All 4 of these tabs should be unlocked and the chin piece should be deployed. Now for this one, you actually use this sizing line. Much like the other one, we measure in finger lengths. So again, if I had a patient who's approximately 2 fingers, just about enough right there, but let's say it was 3, we obviously need to make the collar slightly larger. So this one locked up on me. So we got 3 fingers here. That looks like the right size. Lock in all of the tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're ready to apply it to the patient. Now there would be somebody here holding and maintaining manual inline stabilization. You just have to work around them. When you apply this collar, their cervical spine should be at the center of this rectangular shaped box. You should come in at a slight angle instead of straight in, and use that gap found in between their shoulder blades to maneuver the collar in the correct position. Next, instead of coming straight over the face with the collar, use a scooping motion to go underneath the chin, capture the chin going up, and then make sure that the collar is applied nice and tight. These are designed to be put on very tight, so they shouldn't be loose, and you shouldn't have any sort of gap on the other side of the collar where the 2 pieces of plastic actually meet. Alright, so once you apply the collar, you should check and verify that it actually is on correctly. So this is how a collar looks when it's placed on correctly. There's not a large gap in between the 2 pieces of plastic here. However, if it applied incorrectly or too loose, you'll see that there's a large gap. This needs to be tightened. Again, they're designed to be put on tight. Don't worry about choking your patient. Of course, after we apply this, we should always ask the patient, can you breathe, can you swallow? But again, they are designed to be put on tight.